Hey, what's up? This is Joshua Calloway and this is the third video of Save Money Buy a Boat. Something interesting happened on Thursday, where I got a call from the Illinois State Department of Revenue, and typically I ignore those calls, I don't pick them up, but this one I happened to pick up, and it was the state levy and garnishment department. And they told me that they got a restraining order and that they're going to stop the garnishment of my paycheck. Very good news. Very good news. I knew I had a possibility of getting that because I filed a claim the week prior asking for it, but they typically said that it's not guaranteed. And since this was my second request in the last 2 years, I was thinking that they were just going to deny me, but I did get it, and so that was one of the outs that I mentioned, and I think it was like the last week or something. So best case scenarios, the board looks at my tax situation and they say, oh wow, these are really old, or for some reason they zero out my taxes. And the worst case is the payment of the debt will be the $6,100 will be delayed. So instead of paying it in the next 2 months out of my paycheck, I could maybe pay it in like the next 1 year or 2 years or something like that. So very good news for me. I was very happy about that. Uh, so other than that, another interesting thing happened. I went to this alumni event. Actually, I went to two alumni events. I went to the Washington University in St. Louis. So they have alumni events here in Chicago, and I went to a dim sum at Ming Hin restaurant on Saturday. Uh, Dim sum was excellent, very very good dim sum. It was only $20 for like lots and lots of dim sum, and I think the alumni association probably pitched in another $80 for per person for our dim sum because I brought home like basically 3 days of leftovers from of dim sum. So very much worth it financially to go to that. But more important is that I sat by at a table of very friendly, very professional, very educated people, and I got LinkedIn contacts with um, three people: a lawyer, a family lawyer, very friendly, and lawyers are just very, very good people to have connections with because uh, there's always a situation where you might need a lawyer or something, and it's just nice to have someone that you can reach out to. So I will definitely keep that in my pocket. And then another guy does I don't know exactly what he does, but he was mentioning credit card churning, and he said he had 17 credit cards. And he had all these strategies on how to keep your credit up and also go and get the best out of these credit card promotions. So I don't know, for people who've known me recently, I started doing the credit card churning. So I'm now on my third credit card. So I my next credit cards, I'm looking at a few, but one of them requires $50,000 to be spent in 6 months. So for me, that's a lot of money. How am I going to spend $50,000 in 6 months? But I'm going to reach out, and I have a lunch appointment with this guy on Saturday, and I'm going to ask him, like, how do you do this? So I'm sure he has some tips on how to do what's called manufactured spend. So it's kind of like fake spend, but you don't actually spend it. And there's ways to do that, I know, but some of it is like you buy like gift cards and stuff like that. But I'm gonna see what kind of tips this guy has. So and also he's in Chicago. He's a friendly person, so it's nice to have an alumni that you're friends with. And then the third contact I got was a very attractive young woman, and she's talked about 10 minutes about this company, and I was like, well, that kind of sounds a lot like Sears. And sure enough, she works for Sears. She works directly for Eddie Lambert. And Eddie Lambert is like the head honcho of Sears. He's like a multi-billionaire, Very smart guy. I think he graduated from Yale or something. And this lady, I guess, is a direct report. She says she FaceTimes him 3 times a week, so she knows him on a personal level. And I have I got her LinkedIn, and also I'm supposed to meet her up on Thursday for cocktails. So definitely that's interesting to me because I invested in Sears and I lost. For the people that know me, I've lost a lot of money in Sears. So I still have the stock, but very painful investment for me. But anyway, that's about it for this week. I mean, those were the highlights. Just a regular week. I took a couple of days off, so and I got. Oh yeah, I mentioned Yeti in one of my other videos. Well, I got my second Yeti cup, so really really cool. Getting my second Yeti cup. And then I have a third Yeti cup on the way. That should be coming in about another couple of weeks. So I think the links to get a Yeti cup are in I think the first video that I on this channel. But other than that, I think that's about it. Yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next week. Take care.